Hi, Cat.
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
So how tall are you?
I'm 5'4" on a good day.
5'3". Yeah. Have you ever been in a fight?
No.
You haven't?
No.
Really?
Really?
Because you usually talk about how you can beat Taha up. What's up with that?
Okay, I've been in play fights, nothing majorly serious. Me and my sister, we fight. That's
Who
sibling. Me.
Don't chase your track.
Yes,
Do you
kind
like
of.
that saying? Or that's
I kind of like the saying. Sometimes I don't. Depends on how I'm feeling.
So you travel a lot. I believe that you travel a lot.
Yes.
Were you born in the U.S.?
Yes, I was.
You were, but you do travel a lot.
Yes.
So what exactly are you running from?
Okay, what is what is going on? I'm not running for anything. I just enjoy traveling. Well, initially it wasn't my choice. I had to do it.
Yeah.
Now I genuinely enjoy it.
I look crazy.
No, I don't.
Okay,
You look
that
normal.
was a good answer. Because you said something else, it would have been open up for you. We're supposed to go get sushi, right? As a group. Okay, we have a whole group chat,
Actually, no, you didn't include Jim in that. You really didn't include him in that.
Oh. Hold on. That's wild. Anyway, okay.
You did it.
But it's been like a year.
No, that was supposed to be in December.
You know what I think it is? I think you. Oh, I'm not gonna put your school out there. But I think you went to a different school, and then you're like, yeah, Jim Taha done.
No.
You're talking about what I did here when you and Jim were talking about Taha. You guys talking about fighting.
Yeah.
To get this clear, you will never beat me up.
Yes, I will.
That's one thing that we need to get that clear in the air.
Yes, I could. And yes, I will. I won't. But
but how would you do that?
I would have to overpower you. You'd have to.
No, see, because overpower would never happen.
No,
I
have to strike at a moment that you're feeling weak or
so
something
that's not
like
overpowering. It's sneaky.
Yeah, I'd have to catch you when you're
sneaky
off guard.
like a cat. Nice.
Yeah, that's how I'd beat
It's
you.
like that was so corny. But did you like this interaction?
It was better than the first.
Oh,
It was more relaxed.
Oh wow. Wait, hold on. You didn't have to do that to my boy. You didn't have to do that to my guy.
He came
you know what we gonna do? You know what we gonna do?
He came crazy at me.
You think? Okay, yeah. You think you got a nice car now? You can talk to us crazy.
I
crazy. First of all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm gonna go drive your car.
No. I'd never let you drive my car. I don't let you drive my car if I really couldn't drive. But even then, I'd probably take Uber. Being honest.
Uber. You don't trust me to drive?
No.
You don't trust men to drive, or is it just a me thing? This is a nice little outfit.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and that was my only compliment I ever had to say.
I have.
You
know what? I'm
okay.
Okay.
Heard you. Okay, well, this is a great time.
Yeah, this is good.
Great curls. We're gonna talk about your hair routine later.
Yeah.
And hopefully the young ladies watching or the young men
Yeah.
they get some tips.
Young men, young ladies. I feel like everyone can get hair tips.
Okay. Well, this was great.
This was great.
Jim, you can cut the camera now. I have nothing else to say.
Welcome back to the Time Millionaire podcast. My name is Jim.
My name is Taha.
And today we're joined by the lovely Chat with Cat.
Hello.
Hi, Cat.
Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm good.
Good. So we're going to talk about, your podcast, your just a business, because you're very, you check a lot of boxes.
Thanks.
You're very business oriented, and we really wanted to see how your mind works, because we know you in person, but we also want to see how you work business wise and stuff like that.
And just to give you some justice, I feel like you're kind of humble. You're not going to talk a lot about yourself, but TikTok going crazy,
insane.
Yeah.
Thanks.
With a Honey Nut Cheerio ad.
Yeah.
What?
I saw that. I saw that 3 times on my For You page.
Really?
3 times.
Yeah. She's doing that. Her vlogs, her candles, her everything. You have your own podcast. You have 100,000 views now, or listeners or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fire. So quick little rundown. And I think this is a great full circle moment.
It is.
I don't know if you remember going into 2020.
2020, exactly.
Wait, was it going into 2020?
It was going into 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And we all went to, where do we go?
It was somewhere.
Try to sneak into the casino.
Yeah.
No, it was TGI Fridays.
Yeah. It was. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Applebee's.
It wasn't Applebee's.
No,
it was.
I've never been
TGI
No.
It was.
Okay, maybe it was.
Yeah, it was around the middle.
And then we tried to go to that casino. We couldn't get in.
Yeah, we couldn't get in.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
don't know why we were trying to go
to gamble.
Bro, life was so much different.
Yeah, life was so different.
Yeah, we were all just young, and I was sad, and Jim was Jim, and Cat was. I don't know what Cat was doing.
Yeah, that's insane. 2 years.
It was just crazy.
Wow.
Yes.
But it was full circle because we sat there and made everyone say their goals.
Yeah. And do you remember what your goals were?
My goals were exactly what I did. I was like talking about.
Look at that.
Yeah. And I forgot what everyone said though, but you guys said stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That you might be doing right now.
I don't remember what the goals were, but I'm pretty sure
I think you got illegal drinks too.
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Oh, you can't say. You can't say that.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything either.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I did nothing. I was
nothing. But yes, like I think. The first, we're going to kind of do this, like, I think the first, 5-10 minutes, I do want you to just talk a little bit more, like, maybe about, your inspiration behind, like, your podcast or, like, even starting TikTok and, like, if you have any advice for anybody who wants to start and things like that. I think you also have, like, a very, not niche audience, but, like, I think sometimes you do make content for, like, like, women or, like, I know, like, you make stuff for, like, Black women a lot. So, like, what do you think, like, inspired you to, like, just do everything you're doing right now?
Yes. Yes. My target audience. Wait, should I keep talking even though there's the sound?
You're good.
Okay. So my target audience has always been Black women and girls. Just because I think it is an audience that is. It's important. It's an important audience, sure. And the content that I'm making, I think, is not always talked about to Black women and girls, or they're not always the target audience. So that was like very important for me for them to be the target audience. So inspiration behind that was just, it was something that I wanted to do. And then, wait, what else did you tell me to say?
It's like, what inspired you to even start everything?
Okay. And then when it came to TikTok videos, initially I was just posting like, funny stuff. Like it wasn't inspiring.
The dancing
initially. Yeah, like it was just like it was kind of corny, but it was fun. And like I was just like, there wasn't much intention behind it. It was just, we were bored. It was like the first stages of lockdown. I think everyone had just got sent home. There was a lot going on, so I was like, it was something to do. And then it's transitioned to being kind of more intentional content. Once one of my videos had blown up and all my followers were like Black women and girls. I had like, I think 5,000 followers at that time. And it was like all Black women and girls. And I was like, okay, this is exactly what I set out to do. So like, let me actually be intentional with it.
Yeah. Right.
So that's when I started making more intentional content. And then I started the challenge and stuff like that. That's like when that came about.
And because I feel like I remember, I'm not going to say like you blew like overnight, but like I think you were really consistent like when you were posting everything.
Yeah.
And so like I remember, I don't know if it's too much, but I remember like you posting like your close friends, like when you had like your first maybe not your first sponsorship, but like when you were getting like some sponsor stuff. And like I think recently now like you've been talking like they're not gonna play with you. Like, you won't
going crazy.
You won't get your money like out. Because I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like if a company were to like give me money to like to do something, I'm like I was like, you know what, whatever you want, I'll do.
Right.
Like you like kind of you stand up for yourself a lot. And that's something you talk about in your podcast. Like a lot of very like self love. Like, but just a lot of stuff like that. So like. Where did you like get that from? Like just always like stick up for yourself? Because me, I don't know. They were like, I'll give you a band. I'm doing it regardless.
Yeah. Whereas I'm like, no. Yeah. I feel like that's when I started to see the business side of it. Because initially I wasn't going into it with a business mindset. I wasn't going into it to make money. I wasn't going into it thinking how much money I'll make. I actually didn't even think I was going to get sponsorships. Like I didn't think that was going to be a thing. Then I remember initially I felt bad accepting money. I'm like, why do you want to pay me for this? Like, I'll just accept the product. Like, so there was a transition once I like some point where I was like, yeah, actually they do need to pay me for this because I started to like realize like it's time to create the content. I'm creating a creative concept. Basically, I'm creating an ad for them. And they would spend way more on like lighting and camera crew and actors and like all that goes into that than they would to pay me for it. Plus, I started realizing like I was my own manager. I'm like going back and forth with them. I'm negotiating. That's like a lot of time. So basically, that's when I started to actually care about like, okay. And then I started, then I'm like, I won't accept like $1,000. Like, I'm not going to accept that. And that was a change that happened because initially it would be like, oh, you want to pay me $1,000? Eventually, if you're making like, if I came from making, I was making like $12 at Main Event. You remember what I mean, right?
Main Event.
Yeah. So like in one paycheck, I'm probably going to make like 400, 500, but that's like a lot, many hours of work. So if I'm like, someone says, okay, I'll pay you $1,000 for a video. Initially, I'm like, oh, that's like 2 paychecks of work. You know, like that's what my mind was doing it. So I was like, oh, that's good. Like I'll take that. But then I started realizing, actually, no, this is worth way more than that. So yeah. My business side started to come out and I had to be more, since it's just me, since I'm the manager, I have to be more harsh. And I don't think brands expect that from me when they come to me because I give a very kind, and I am kind, but it's like I can be kind and also be like, no, you're going to pay me more than that because that's what I deserve.
Yeah. And,
so, yeah.
And if you ever need a manager,
not for real.
I'm right here.
So like, what's, not putting too many numbers out there, but like, what's the lowest you would accept now?
Probably like 2,000 to 3,000.
Is that like one video, or is that like for like a couple videos? Like how does that work?
No, that's for like one video, and you have like no exclusivity, no rights, like just to put it in my video for about like 10 to 20 seconds.
Oh my god!
And what's the most you've been offered? Or you're not gonna talk about it?
I shouldn't put numbers out there, but people can make like $10,000, $20,000 very like easily. But it's a new market. It's a market that's been there, but I'm now just starting to learn about how much money really is there because I didn't know how much money was there. And again, because I am Black, that's another thing. Like I'm less likely to know than a white influencer would.
Right, for sure.
Like if I was white, I probably would have made like $200,000 right now, to be honest.
Wait, per video?
No, like in total.
In total. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Like that's a crazy jump right there.
Like, damn, that's that's good.
But yeah, and okay. No, this isn't even out of pocket. I just wanted to know. So with you, right? Like we said, we've known you for a while, right?
Yes.
And I've seen the loud cat, the
crazy,
in your face,
every angle,
And so, how do you switch up your voice like that? Like in your podcast? I was sort of like, because by the way, for your podcast, I think a lot of people like listen to it in the morning, like very good, like to wake up to. I listen to. I haven't been the best about it, but I have listened.
You don't have to listen.
Yeah, but I've listened to like a good, probably like 5, 10, and like. Yeah, you have
a very soothing podcast voice. Like it's you can be very like the way your podcast is set up. You can be part of somebody's routine,
right? Yeah.
So like just wake up, listen to Chat with Cat. There's a few people on this campus actually that listen to your podcast.
Yeah, I feel that's really dope.
So like that switch up though, like
how did that come about?
Yeah, how did you switch up that voice? Like
I
was like, bro, this is not Cat, bro.
Yeah, a lot of people, initially they're like, this is not you. Now, granted, I felt like when I was younger, as I'm maturing, I'm calming down a lot. Like I'm less likely to get like very loud and someone's in my face the same way I would at like 18 or 17 or 16. And I used to, in middle school, I was a very loud, vibrant person, I feel like, but I've just chilled out a lot. And anyways, the switch up happened during COVID. I didn't feel a need to be like, when I was in my room recording, there was no need for me to come and be like, it just didn't feel natural. It didn't feel like that was the vibe that I wanted to put out. And then I also feel like, I don't know, the voice, it's not like, I don't know, it's not like I like sit there and like intentionally like, let me be calm and soothing right now. It's like, it just comes out. That's just and I feel like that's more of my timid side or like more like my like mature side. Cause I feel like when I come on my podcast, I'm very mature and I'm also very
like you're vulnerable.
Yeah, I'm vulnerable. I'm also very in tune with like my highest self. So like I'm a very different Cat than like would be at like a party maybe or something. I don't know. Like that's like one side of me that's just like very like wise, like very like, and that's just But I don't know. I feel like I've calmed down a lot. Then
Yeah,
is it good?
I would
That's
say so.
what that is. Yeah, I just think I just matured.
You would say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I used to be
Fair,
a lot
yeah.
louder and a lot more reckless than I am now.
In terms of like volume.
And I'm more introverted as well.
Think so.
Yeah, a lot more introverted.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah.
I really am.
No, you are.
No,
No,
you are.
I'm not gonna lie. She low-key. She really is. And yeah, so I wanted to kind of touch on it just a little bit, like, because again, we did talk about like your business and everything a little bit, but I also wanted to see like kind of your upbringing. I feel like you have a very unique like, I think it is pretty unique, like upbringing. Like you moved around a lot when you were little. Like, how are like your experiences like in those countries? And, like, if you want to give like a little timeline or anything, like it's up to you.
Yeah, so I lived in. I was born in Columbia, Maryland, at the hospital. What's it called? Howard County Hospital. Then I lived there for 4 years, and I moved to England at 4. Then I lived in England for 6 years, and then I moved to Thailand at 10. I lived in Thailand for 4 years, and I moved to Japan at 14. Then I lived in Japan for 3 years. Then I moved back to Columbia, where I met you two.
Nice.
And I've lived here since senior year of high school.
Were there any struggles? Like, I know we talked about it once before. Like, any struggles, like, you know, growing up in those different areas? And like, how's that adjustment coming back to America?
Yes, there are a lot of struggles that come with moving. I think initially when I say that to people, they're like, oh, that's so cool. Like, you lived all over the world. And I'm like, yeah, it is cool. It's a really great experience. But at the same time, it does come with a lot of hardships because you're moving not just between, like, a lot of people tell me, like, oh, I moved, like, schools or I moved cities, but it's like you're moving to a completely different country. Not only that, culture also different continent, different weather. Like, and I'm Black. So, like, that all really factors into it because in England, like, I think I want to say I was the only Black person in the school. But even beyond that, I think the town.
Really?
Yeah.
Where in England did you stay?
Because I was in a really posh part of England. So it's like north, like really high end, affluent.
Oh, okay.
And at that point,
big
like,
money.
they were like, there's class differences, and obviously that race comes into it. So yeah, there was no Black people in like a 20 to 30 mile radius.
Dang.
I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. So that obviously affects me. Obviously.
Yeah.
And people are racist. So that was obviously a very difficult time. Then I moved to Thailand. They're less racist, but you know, I'm still like one of like 3. And there's just a lot that comes with that. And then also, like, I was transitioning from English culture to now Asian culture, which is very different. And I want to be respectful of Asian culture. Then Japan's Asian culture. It was just a lot. It's a lot of culture shock. Then when I moved here, y'all are a whole different. This was like the biggest culture shock when I moved to the US. Yes.
Wow.
I feel like I've never lived in like I've never been to like Thailand or anything, right? But like I know, like, even when I go back to like India, like couple years ago, like I feel like the culture's like more like kind of mild. Like everybody, I feel like much more respectful. I think they're a little bit more quieter too because it's like a respect thing. Like you don't really like look into people, or at least for us, like you're not really supposed to just stare people into their eyes and stuff. Like eye contact's not as big. It's like even disrespectful. It's a respect. Yeah. So like I felt like I was so out of place. Like So I could definitely see that. That's crazy.
Yes, the eye contact thing is very big. Like in Thailand, I think it was like, you don't look people in the eyes and like you bow and you greet them. And like, I definitely picked up on all that culture. So when I come to American culture where they're so, let me not say they, let me say we, Americans are so, I was like, what is this? Like, and strangers are so different to each other than in any other culture I've ever seen. So that was a big transition for me coming here. I think the hardest. And if anyone ever watched this that went to Appleton and they knew me my senior year, they probably don't even recognize me now, to be honest.
You ran track, right?
You ran track? No, I didn't. Did but I ran it in Japan.
Okay. I was about to say.
But not at Appleton. But I love track.
Track in Japan?
Yes.
Are you actually fast?
Yes.
I don't.
Bro, we can actually go race. We can race outside.
I mean, it's been a while.
Yeah.
You think you could do it all?
I feel
like you say you're good at track. You can whoop us.
Okay.
She does it all.
I probably can't beat a track person that's a man, but
okay. But you are
like there's differences in times between men and women in track.
Jim's a track athlete.
You're right, exactly.
Yeah.
But I could probably beat you a non-track
That athlete. Is wild. That is wild. Hold on. You know, I need to calm down.
Yeah, recenter.
That's a good transition into meditation and or no, not actually forget the meditation right now. It's important, but manifestation. That's what I really want to say. Because I remember we us that one time. Like basically, I know like you manifest your whole life, right? Or for the most part, you manifest a lot. And we go on the houses, and you know, we drive around seeing houses and whatever. And like I remember you would like, I don't know if it was your iPad or what you have, like you would like write down everything you wanted in your house after like looking around. And it's like where did that come from? And give us some tips on how to manifest properly, because I want my life to be even. My life's not bad. But
you want a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. Manifesting came about. So basically, like backtrack just a little, is that when I right before I went to the, what is it with you guys, the TGIF New Year's Eve. This is not to be sad. My aunt died. But my aunt, basically, she used to write everything down. And she, basically, everything she wrote down would, like, come to fruition. Also, it's like a religious thing, too. They always talk about, like, I forgot. Someone says something about how writing things down is also tied to whatever. But, speaking things into existence. Like, that combo. So, like, once I heard that, I was like, like, that wasn't something I did before she died. I actually used to not write things down. And then when she died, I wrote down all my goals for life, which is where the podcast was on it, and different things for that. And then I started writing goals every month. And then I started just creating visions for things. Like if a certain season was happening, let's say summer comes, I'm like, okay, this is my vision for this season. Or like financial goal, or like car goal, or different things like that. Like that's everything. I just write it down. So basically I would say, like, first I vision it, like, okay, what is it, like the house thing, like, okay, what do I want it to be like getting inspiration in a sense. And then it's like, okay, now I'm gonna write it down, and I'm gonna write it down in present tense too. And I'm not gonna set necessarily a timeline for, like, a very strict timeline for it, but like a loose timeline for it. And then I'm going to speak it, and then my actions are going to align with it. I have to kind of act as if it's already been done, in a sense.
I like
in
that.
a sense, I don't know how to describe it, but I can't move in the fearful mindset surrounding it. I have to move in a very, like, abundant mindset.
Because I do something similar, but I don't write it. I just record a video of me saying
that's
XYZ. And for me, I think you are like more similar to Ty, because we saw on the first episode we spoke about it, and he said,
"Go watch that."
That you don't like you like it being loose, like loose timelines.
I don't like putting pressure on myself.
Yeah. But for me, I put specific time. Like I'm like, by this time I'll have this in XYZ, because I feel like I work better under pressure, or maybe that's just me psyching myself out. But I don't know. Most of the time I work better under pressure. So manifesting is cool though.
Yeah.
Manifestation plus prayer that's how you win, for real.
Yeah. So, do you have like anything like? Well, I don't know how is manifestation like private? Like, are you not allowed to tell other people?
I mean, it depends.
Yeah, I just don't tell my goals to anybody.
I tell everybody. I tell my goals. I put it in the air. Right. Like, is there anything like what's kind of next for you? Like, is there anything like you really want? Like, it doesn't have to be like specific, but like long term. Like,
for me, like traveling. I really just want to just travel. I mean, I've traveled. Don't get me wrong, I've traveled, but like travel, like on some like really traveling, and a lot of more solo trips, more money, and
more money, more problems sometimes.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I went already, and I want to kind of figure out, because I kind of am going to kind of step into a next stage of my life, and I kind of decide, do I want to continue with academia, as in like grad school and like all that comes with that? Do I want to kind of go into the business world, like more businessy? Do I want to just travel and make money through, like, that's kind of, my mind is like, where is that? But like, what comes to mind is money and traveling.
If it were me, and you're telling me you can get paid a couple of $1,000 to post, I'm gone. I'm not going to school. I'm not doing nothing. Yeah. I'm literally, I would do exactly what you do. Like, I have everywhere I want to go, like traveling destinations.
Yeah.
And I think I think we should go around, and I think we should give like any place you want to go to and why.
Okay.
I can go first to make it easier.
Okay.
Dubai, everybody knows that. Everybody knows. I'm not gonna get into it. Y'all know
every
why.
day.
If you've seen other videos, you know.
Okay.
Second, I want to go to the Netherlands.
Yes.
I think like
pretty.
the architecture is very beautiful, and like the rivers, like through the the city. Like I think
my
that's
friend,
fire.
I think she lives there right now.
For real?
Yes.
I need to meet her. Anyway,
This guy.
I want to go to Switzerland during like the holiday season,
like Christmas.
Yeah.
You talking about Greenland? Oh, not Greenland. I know
Greenland.
Like the
I know
ski
you're talking
resort.
Swiss Alps.
Ski resort.
Oh, like
Ski resort. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I don't know how to ski like that, but
Yeah.
I'll learn. Yeah, I'm in there. And the chocolate, I feel like oh my God, it's fire.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I think. Oh, and I just want to see like Italy. That kind of sounds basic, but like
No, it's not.
I want to see in Greece. I want to see the.
You'll copy me. That's crazy.
Don't do that. The Greece be fire. So I'll let y'all go.
For me, Dubai, but you already said it. I would say I want to go to more like tropical things, so like Bora Bora, the Maldives. I want to go back to Cameroon. I haven't been back in a decade, so I want to go back there. And also, I want to go to the Great Wall of China. And I know it's random, but like that's a
I've
pretty,
never heard of
yeah, it's
or
pretty tough.
people don't really say that much.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at my
You have a list?
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
yes, sir.
I mean, I have a like.
Cats went everywhere.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's
Let's get that clear.
She goes everywhere.
No,
Hold on, these places you've been to, or these places you're trying to go to?
Okay, first of all, let me just clarify. I went as a child, as an adolescent. So I have the memory, but it's different. It's different going as an adult. So let me just say that. So there's a couple places I've been, but I will be going again. So yeah, Switzerland and Amsterdam are on mine too. No, Portugal, Spain, France, and Italy. My warm places, I really want to go to Belize, Barbados, Bahamas, Haiti, Jamaica. So like a lot of places in the Caribbean because I am half Haitian.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait,
Haitian. You didn't know she was Haitian?
No.
Yeah.
That's
You
crazy.
didn't know that?
No. Wow.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh my.
Dang.
I did not know that. Haitian at all.
Well, yes. So that's why a lot of the Caribbean is on my list. And then I really want to go to Kenya, Costa Rica. I also have Bora Bora, Dubai, Greece, Maldives, Bali, Morocco, New Zealand. So basically, there's nowhere in the world that I really wouldn't go. Right. I'm not even kidding. I would go anywhere just to check it out. If I didn't like it, I didn't like it. But at least I went.
The goal is to travel every week.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
She got money. It doesn't matter. Right, you be jet lagged though.
I'm broke. I'm sorry.
Traveling does take a toll. So
it does. It does. And then just another thing about you, I always thought, well, with like you're cooking now, right?
Oh, cooking with Cat. Yeah.
Oh,
that's what I.
Is a segment now?
Yes.
Oh, okay, fire. We get to have a meal. I think that's very wild.
I mean, I would cook for you guys. Actually, would.
Oh, really?
Yeah, actually would.
Nice.
Okay, next Saturday we lit.
Okay, I didn't say next Saturday, but I will actually give you food. I will.
Perfect. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah.
We'd be starving over here.
Yeah.
The Good Eats Club.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the group chat is called. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. And now I feel like that's a good one. We should put each other on to like I've never had Haitian food. Yeah, you know Haitian spots around or no?
No, I mean I'm not super connected to Haitian culture as I should be.
Cause we could put each other on to different food spots. I know all my Indian and Middle Eastern spots. Jim,
I know probably more Asian spots.
I don't know Cameroonian spot, but there's a bunch of African spots around.
Oh yeah.
We should do more cultural food, cultural eating.
Oh yeah. In this apartment we have cultural food every week, right?
You shout out Tony. Tony over here.
Yeah.
So who was it? Your stepmommy throwing from the food I had?
That jollof goes crazy, doesn't it?
Yeah, that joint was fire.
And then we had black sauce. I don't even know what that is, but when I bring it back again, you will have it. It's insane. But yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
and I like that.
Okay, and this is the last one. Just to throw it in there ever so slightly. So you know what? No, because this is one thing I say. Like I think you have like you're like one for yourself, right?
A lot. Thank you.
Yeah,
thanks,
and
guys.
you have standards. You feel me?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay. I'm glad you know. And I was gonna say like, so what do you think if you had to make your ideal spouse.
Yes.
What is that? And this gives us men something to strive for.
Yeah.
To become, you know?
Yeah, because he's a top tier woman. So like, you know what I'm saying? What is she looking for?
Yeah, like, thanks. I mean, I
top tier.
Yeah, I knew he wasn't gonna let that slide.
I can't.
Yeah. Anyway, I feel like I look for a lot of personality traits. Obviously, physical characteristics are not like not important. It's just I feel like I do prioritize inner stuff. So yeah, me personally, I do want someone that's ambitious, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to be necessarily ambitious about money. Ambitious about whatever their goals are. I like people that are nice and like kind, and
by nice mean like with their words, like their actions. Kind of some people who they can be very rude, but like they do nice things.
Both. And like their tone and their I like people that are what's going on here?
No, he was trying to say something.
No, because he said people that say bad things, but
I'm nice with my words. I'm nice.
Taha's changed. He's becoming nicer. I used to think he was so rude, but he's becoming nicer.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Well, actually, I can't really say. I'm not around him that much.
You can't take it. There's nothing. You can't take it back.
But yeah, I feel like tone is very important to me because people try to talk to me crazy, and it's like that's not gonna go. And people think that that's cute. I personally don't. Like I want someone that is able to be gentle with me, and obviously in a certain scenario they have to be able to put their foot down. Like I'm not saying the words me necessarily, but I can't be with someone that people feel like they can just like walk all over because then I don't really feel secure in the relationship with them, because anyone everyone doesn't even feel threatened by them and whatsoever. Like I just can't do that. So yeah, I want someone like that, and I want someone that's like good at making decisions, because I feel like within my life I'm a very I do a lot of my things. So like I'm my manager. So I don't want it to be that I get into a relationship and I am also like that in the relationship. Right. Like I have to, you have to find a good balance between your masculine and feminine energy. But in my relationship, I want my feminine energy to be at the forefront. So that person needs to express a good amount of like masculine energy, if that's making sense. Like they need to be making the
decisions,
making some calls.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes. They also need to be intelligent.
All right. So like just to we talked about the man.
The man.
Do you want anybody to shoot their shot, or you good?
I mean, if they feel like they align with what I said, then they can. But
okay. And then so like just like one more thing, because again, I think you do have like a lot of really good like insight like into I said like live like a more happier life in a way. Like I think that's what like a lot of your content, like it kind of helps a lot of people like find a little bit of purpose or like structure to their lives and things like that. So like, is there any like topic or like any advice you like really have just for somebody
to like if they're depressed
or like just anything you feel like that would better their lives?
Depressed, uninspired, unmotivated. Like I feel like the past 2 years have been a time like that for a lot of people because it's been rough. Like it's been rough. So for me, what I do, what I've done, like I stopped looking at life on this, like, obviously I do look at it through a big lens. Like, of course I'll think sometimes about me at 30, me at 40, me at 50. But I also just, I what's it called? Shorten the lens. Like I look at life like on a weekly to monthly to like yearly kind of like that's about where I cap it. Right. Because I feel like that decreases anxiety. It doesn't overwhelm me as much. And then every single day that I wake up, it's like my thought process isn't so much like yes, sometimes I'll think about what I have to get done today. Like that factors into it. Yes, I want to get my task done. I want to get what I need to get done. But I'm also like, how do I make today an enjoyable day for me? Like, what do I enjoy? And like, how can I put it in this day? And a lot of people don't always live in that way where they're honoring themselves in that way. Like, it's like, I used to wake up like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do that. And like, that was the first thing. That was the only thing that came in my head when I opened my eyes. Not like, oh, wow, the sun is shining.
Exactly. You're alive.
Yeah,
you woke
like,
up.
maybe I want to go on a walk. Maybe I want to make my favorite food. Exactly. Oh, maybe I want to listen to this music that I like. Like, it's just adding in these small moments of joy that actually add up to so much more. And when I feel good, I work better. My work is better, it transpires to other people. So people receive my stuff well because I'm coming from a place that I'm already centered. I'm already like in a good place. I'm feeling good. They feel good on the receiving end. Like it influences everything else when I start with myself.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, you need to fill your cup before you fill anything else. And you need to be pouring from your overflow. And filling your cup, you need to go look for the things that make you happy. Yeah, I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
Like, people don't always, you can't do what other people do to make them happy. Some people might go to 3 clubs and like, I don't know. Other people find other things happy. If yours, even if it's different, you still need to follow that because that's what makes you happy. You need to follow your own path.
And no, just one more thing, or actually, I got a few more things now. I can't really think about everything she's saying.
Yes, I have a lot.
And I was gonna say, like, I think a big thing, something we kind of talked about, is like also like forgiving yourself.
Oh yeah.
I think that's super important, and like that's something I feel like. I don't know, like for you, but like that's something I've always tried to do because I've always set these really high expectations for myself, and I just stress myself out every day, bro. Like
literally,
and it was like, and I was like, dang, like, because life happens, and if you couldn't get one thing done that day, you couldn't accomplish something, like you just like beat yourself up over it, and then like you're not motivated to do anything else, and it's very overwhelming. So like, how do you like forgive yourself, and like how do you kind of change that your mindset on that?
Yeah, that's super big. I used to do that too. Like, I used to write these long to-do lists, and when I get to the end of the day and I didn't do stuff, it was like, what the heck is wrong with you? Like, you should have got that done. Like, what the heck? And it was like, you're your own bully right now. And on top of that, why would I be motivated to do anything if that's the way you're going to treat yourself every day? So like, it's like, if I don't do something on that list, it's like really it's normally not a huge deal. Normally I can move to other day. And when I'm meeting myself with kindness, and I'm meeting myself with grace, and I'm being kind about it, I'm more motivated to do things for myself. Like the next day, like even when it comes to small things, like I'm more motivated when I know I'm going to be kind to myself than when I know I'm about to like sit here and, like you said, beat yourself up. Right. That's not. Even in psychology, they even talk about that doesn't get people to want to do things. That creates resentment. And when you have resentment, you're not getting done. So yeah, I forgive myself on a daily basis for a lot of different things. And that's how I feel like I'm able to be productive, but like not so much in an extenuating, like pressure-ish way. It's a very balanced way, which is more healthy for me long term.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's valid.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I know I said one more thing, but another thing that like I remember one episode I listened to of yours was like I think what was it called? Like focusing too much on like self-care isn't what was it? Isn't self-care?
Yeah.
It's like when you prioritize like too much, and I guess like
hyperfixating on self-care, self-harm.
Yeah, like could you like just touch on that and like your insight again?
Yeah, that one was a controversial one in a way, because like people are like, oh, how is too much self-care or self-harm? And it's like, no, it actually is. When you are like out of balance with anything, even if it's to quote unquote better yourself, it becomes unhealthy relationship.
Right.
So you need to be like, it can't be that every single day the only thing that's crossing my mind is how can I be better? Sometimes you just gotta live. Like literally, you just gotta live. You just gotta experience life. You just gotta be in the moment. And sometimes it's not just thinking, how does this make me better? Because it can become very toxic, especially if I am also a wellness creator. I have to be especially conscious that I'm not always promoting that message because it's not healthy to people. Everything needs to be in balance. So yeah, that message is very important, and there always has to be balance of life. And like I said about the club situation, like some people would be like, going to the club doesn't help me achieve my goals or whatever. Sometimes you just gotta live. Sometimes if that's what you want to do, you want to have fun.
Yeah, for real.
Go to the club. You want to go to live life, but like in balance. Obviously, you can't go to the club like every single day. Everything in moderation.
I was gonna say, like, I think that's
crack.
Except crack. I was gonna say, like, because I think the thing is like that was always my like personal view on it was like I feel like when you think about things like too much, like it it's just not. It's not good for your mental. Like with me, if I'm every day. Everybody's like, oh, I gotta grind every day. I need to go get some
hustle,
money.
Yeah.
I need like all that. Like, and I'd be like, bro, at the end of the day, like you just because you're thinking about it all the time, it's really not gonna do that much for you.
Yeah.
Like, because then you're just gonna stress yourself out. You're gonna tire yourself out. Because I know I used to do that. I come back like 8 o'clock and I'm like tired. And now like I have energy all the time. I feel like because like you don't put that. It's pressure. I don't put my pressure on myself to like do those things.
Yeah.
So I still want it though. Don't get it twisted. Like I'm for sure. I'm still trying.
Exactly. And I also think it's a trauma thing. Like when you don't grow up, like when it's really like ingrained in you to like hustle and to like make something out of your life, like you can feel like a day like you're not like you're failing yourself or like you're not living up to what you should. Like people can really get like really self-hate, a lot of self-hate about that. But like you said, it tires you out in the long run. You get burnt out quicker and you're not able to be at a more stable, consistent pace, which doesn't help you in the long run.
And talking about self-hate, what about like hate from like other people? Like, because you being a creator, like how has that like impacted you? Like, are there ever like any comments that like really bothered you?
I mean, I get my hate comments here and there, but I think like mostly they're just racist. So that probably they're normally not coming at like my character. It's normally just like something racist. So like it doesn't. I feel like if someone really came at my character, that would probably hit me hard. But that has yet to happen because I do think my content is going to the right people. So they're not really the people that are going to turn around and give me super hateful comment. But I'm sure so let's say a video one day hits like 1 million, 2 million views. Yeah, there's gonna be some comments in there that aren't very nice, but I don't, for some reason it doesn't get to me. Probably because I already grew up around that type of stuff. So.
You gotta focus on the love.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Damn. Go ahead. Cause I was gonna say like most of the time we focus on like the hate portion, but like I'm sure you get 10 times more love than hate comments. So and usually we tend to focus on those. And also we are our biggest hater, low key.
Right. Low key.
Yeah, we like whenever you go in the mirror and you look at yourself, you notice imperfections that only you can notice. Most people don't notice those.
Exactly. Like normally in life, there's not, there's other circumstances, but normally most people have been their biggest like bully or their biggest critiquer that they'll ever have. Other stuff. But so like I really if I got a hate comment right now, I wouldn't even really. I'd probably just delete it and go on about my day.
Wait. If she had a hate comment, you have a cult following. Like
they would destroy that person.
You had did.
You did comment. You did do something crazy.
You had commented like a fake, like it wasn't hate, but it
wasn't hate. It was more like I think it was like an inside joke or something. But like I think you like posted your hair and. What did I say?
I don't remember. But
maybe I was like the curls aren't popping or something. It was like something like I said something, bro. They were on me, bro. On me like, you don't have a profile picture. You don't have a video. You don't talk to my black dude like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, and then I don't even think you did do anything. She let me go like that. I was like, bro, like I'm not doing this because I'm not going back and forth with these randoms on TikTok.
Yeah, my followers do stand up for me.
That's one thing I commend. Like your followers.
I would never hit on that, bro. Like you cannot hit on that, bro.
You guys are like a family at this point. Like, really,
it's more than just like followers. Like we really are like a community.
Yeah, they be trying to be nice. Like sometimes they try to be nice about it because that's like fans you have. They're like, bro, like y'all about to blow me because
That was hilarious.
That was the last day I said anything negative on her TikTok.
I think the last time you commented.
Now you just like it and keep it pushing.
Yeah, I was like, bro, I'm not doing that. Y'all got me dead. I'm not doing it.
So funny.
Yeah. And I know Jim, you had a question about.
My question was before we go for the people listening or watching, why should they mess with like listen to your podcast or just go for you for advice in general? Because you are very insightful, but like just pitch yourself a little bit.
And is there anything like you want them to know just about you as a person?
I mean, I when it comes to my stuff, I actually don't push it on people. Like I really come from a place like, if you want to listen, you can listen. If you don't, you don't. If you need it, you need it. If you don't, you don't. It's really not the type of thing where I sit and I'm like, do you even listen to my podcast? Like, because I'm like, if you don't take anything from it, then there's no point in you listening. To me, it's less about the numbers than like if you're actually getting stuff from it. Me as a person, what I put out is always for like, it's always, should I keep talking?
You're good.
Okay. It's always for like impact. So if you're listening to any of my stuff, it's because I want you to gain something from it.
Turn this off. Never mind. Sorry, keep going. I'm sorry. Turn off the fan.
You're good. You're good. Hey, Cat, keep going.
Keep going. Sorry.
Okay. I'm like so confused.
I'm sorry.
Like,
Nah, keep going.
Hey, technical difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, so I want you to have impact. That's like everything I put out is intentionally to help somebody, or inspire or motivate or just simply have a good time when they enjoy it. So really, if you want to tune into my stuff, it's because you want to learn something new, or you need a change of mindset. You're struggling with like anxiety or depression or inspiration. There's you need to like, you want to receive something.
Right.
That's probably why you listen to my stuff.
I want to feel something.
Yeah, like there's a reason behind it, and I'm putting it out with intention. But yeah, I don't press. Yeah, I don't really. If you don't listen, you don't listen. And
if you do, you do.
If you do,
that's
you
what's
do.
up.
Yeah.
And I like that.
And it was great insight. It was a great conversation.
It was.
Yeah, and I think
always have to, like, and not before we leave. Like, another thing we noticed like about our dynamic is that every time we usually hang out, we always have these type of conversations to a certain extent. Like every time we go get food, we always stop driving somewhere and then we have these conversations. So I really like
on and off
the conversations.
Off camera, we also have good conversations.
Yeah. So just for y'all to know, I'll do my rundown real quick. So for people on Spotify, Apple Music, everything, this is where the video is gonna end for you guys. But if you want to check out, we're about to play a game real quick. So go check that out on the YouTube channel. And yeah, it was real.
It was very real.
Morning walks or night walks?
Morning. I'm a woman. Like.
Oh, you're right.
You think I was about to pick night walks?
Oh.
Like what?
What do you like so much about sushi? Because I feel like that's a lot that you talk about. And then
I love sushi.
Give me your favorite.
Okay, I love everything about sushi. I love the experience. I love going to the place. I love ordering it. I love, especially in Japanese places, because when you come in, they like do this like greeting thing. It's just a real nice experience, especially when you're going to a conveyor belt sushi place, because then you can pick it. You can order everything you like. I like the taste. I like everything about it. I love everything about it. But my favorite sushis are salmon, because I like salmon, and tuna's cool, but like not as good as salmon. To me, nothing is as good as salmon sushi.
Sushi or Indian food?
You know I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, we're done here. Okay. Yeah. Nice.